exciting morning really. We've got all our frames. They arrived yesterday, but because we had so much rain we couldn't really do anything. Now we've broken apart all the frames, we've got them where we need them, and we're about to start literally standing up the walls.
It's really nice to start seeing the scale of things. I knew the ceilings would be high, but that is pretty bloody high.
It's pretty tall, eh? The ceiling height's like up there, and that's the low bit.
Have we gone a bit OTT with this? Like, this is huge.
What's OTT?
Over the top.
Over the top. Ooh, there you go. Learn something new
you.
every day. We always do this. It's like, yeah, let's do something really big and amazing, and then you actually have to go to do it, and you're like, how am I going to, have we done that? What do we do that for? What we've done is design the garage to have curved block work at the front, so it's really nice to see those sort of soft edges roll around. It's going to be like a really beautiful feature. And this is going to be rendered with this white Mediterranean finish, so it's going to look amazing, but obviously you need to start with the structural integrity, and that is Kyle's job. Our garage wall at this stage, all the blocks are in place, it's been bricked up, but that's literally just a brick veneer. It's like an eggshell. So you got to fill all that with concrete out of the crane so that that will then become like one big structural component of the house. When you core filling, you know, you can expect a little blowout here and there, and we had a couple of little ones, just silly stuff. We forgot to plug up a couple of holes. Second blowout, you're kidding. We sorted those out, that was all good. But then we noticed the curves. Oh, we got a blowout! Stop! At this stage, I'm not in a really good mental place. I'm freaking out because the curves are literally, like the blocks are starting to just pop out. The sheer weight of the concrete is making them pop. This is the bad one. We really didn't want this to happen. It almost broke me. I could just tell Kyle was broken. Like, this was so stressful for him. Mate, I could cry, eh? I'm pretty confident now that we've been able to keep all the concrete back. We've fixed up where the blocks have blown out. We can't pump it from the boom anymore, but we can hand fill it and just take it really slowly. So thankful that it didn't turn out a complete disaster. Well, it wasn't exactly a smooth process, but we achieved the end goal at the end of the day. So yeah, thankful for that. Got a new driveway here. Right from the beginning when we designed this house, I've always wanted exposed beams. So there was a lot of work that went into the engineering of that, and Kyle organising what exactly we're going to use to span the big distances. Today's the day, the beams are arriving, and I honestly could cry with excitement. Because they're so big and because they're so heavy, we can't manhandle them in as strong and powerful as we are. We have to get a crane. So the biggest crane I've ever seen, we've got that set up, ready to go, and we start literally craning everything off the truck over into our yard space. Up she goes! It's a pretty exciting time because not only are the beams going in, but you're starting to see this whole downstairs living area take shape, and the beams look so cool, especially when we've factored in this big light void like over the front entryway. And not only that, they form the floor of our second level. We've been working really hard to get all our roof built, ready for the ColourBond steel sheets, and today's the day. Here's the first pack. Yoo-hoo! It's a massive milestone for any build. Our ColourBond steel sheets are going on and it's looking awesome. Obviously a roof plays a very functional part in any home, keeping the weather out, but from a design point of view, it's also so important that it works with the overall look of your home. So for me, the roof colour is the first colour I choose exteriorly. I've chosen ColourBond steel in the colour Dune, and I love this soft green base grey because it works so well with all the trees around us and also with our coastal colour palette. One of the best things about having our ColourBond steel roof on is that means we're pretty much weather tight. Except we don't have any walls. Oh yeah, we got to do or windows. Cladding and windows. That would help. Wideline has just delivered all the windows for the house and we are so pumped. This is a big part of the design of the home. There's windows everywhere, and when you're upstairs it actually feels like you're in a bit of a tree house. It's so nice. There's these double stacker windows and we're looking straight out over the trees, so the outlook's amazing and there's natural light coming in from everywhere. Beautiful. It's now at this point that obviously we're trying to get locked up, and we're trying to do it fast because, you know, we want to be in this house, but things are taking a lot longer than what I had originally anticipated.
We have an epic holiday booked in Fiji with the kids. They're so excited. We're meeting a bunch of friends over there, and it's really important that we get this house sorted before we go.
There's no way that I can leave this place until it's fully locked up, so we've got a fair bit of work ahead of us.
Now that the roof is on, we can start working on those external finishes, and we've got some really beautiful things chosen. So firstly, we've got the linear 150 weatherboard, and nothing says beach house more than a crisp white weatherboard to me. But with any beautiful home, you need a nice mix of materials. So we've chosen this natural sandstone and this black butt timber cladding to really bring some warmth to the home. This is by far the most exciting delivery for both of us, I think, because it's our feature grade black butt that is going to go on the walls that curve exteriorly, and also it's going to frame our porthole window, and that's a massive feature for this house.
And because, like, obviously this house isn't challenging enough already, we've decided to do a curved wall from the ground right up to the second story and clad it in black butt timber. It feels like things are moving at a snail's pace, but that's because getting to lock up means ticking off those major structural elements, and that takes time.
It's also the most financially demanding part of the build, but it's actually the next phase, turning this structure into a home, that tends to blow the budget.
So forecasting the rest of the build's budget and knowing exactly where to spend our money is pretty crucial.
Because the pretty things can add up really quickly, so knowing if I can afford that dreamy custom pendant light before I buy saves me from hiding the receipt from Kyle and getting him to strike.
Ram's home loan, tailored for construction, is so dependable for this. Payments for construction are made progressively throughout the build, rather than one large lump sum that you have to try to manage yourself from day one. Remember though, your repayments will increase as the build stage progresses.
And a huge benefit is the interest-only repayments during the build process, which means lower repayments initially, taking away a lot of the stress. It's far less overwhelming when you have experts like Rams with you on the build journey.
Pretty excited today. We're finally dropping that scaffold after months of working in and around it, doing those tricky curves and just basically weaving ourselves in a bit of tangled mess. It's finally coming down, and we get to see all that hard work that we've been putting in for months.
To be able to step back and look at all the materials working together, it really gives you a sneak peek of what this house is actually going to look like.
It's been a massive few months getting this house to lock up. We've had blowouts with the block work. I've almost had a nervous breakdown. I've literally shot myself through the hand.
Oh, dude.
There's no denying that Kyle has put blood, sweat and tears into this place, but you can see it coming together. It's worth it.
We are so close to being locked up, 99% there, and the last piece of the puzzle is the garage door.
So we say it all the time, but first impressions count, and the garage door needs to look sexy because that's the first thing people see. So we've chosen this beautiful feature black butt clad garage door. It is a monster of a garage door, but it's absolutely going to be a hero.
And let's not forget that this garage door is sealing off the curved block work that almost sent me over the edge. It did actually send me over there. I was over the edge.
You ready for a holiday?
Oh, take me there. Let's go.
In the next episode of Blue Lagoon Build.
The biggest bedroom known to any human.
Although Kara's off making decisions, picking the pretty stuff, I've got to keep the trades moving upstairs.
This is the master bedroom, walk-in robe and ensuite. Every parent's idea of the perfect retreat.